Hey, Coach. Congrats on the win and a great season. Today, Matt Morgan did something on a basketball court that I've never seen him do before, which is smile. Um, I'm wondering if that joy is something you notice and something you care about during a basketball game.
Man, just win. If he needs to smile to win, that's great. If he needs to growl to win, that's great. As long as we win, I'm good.
Well, in terms of, so winning is most important. Does joy factor into either the equation or your satisfaction?
Well, winning is a byproduct of those things, right? Like some competitors can't compete while they are smiling on the court. They need to be locked in and almost mad. And some need to smile and feel the joy. So whatever get guys to the place where they can perform at a high level in order to advance their careers and add value to their game, that's all that matters, really. Like
Oh, thanks.
I wish I could smile and do all that stuff while I was coaching.
Yeah. Thanks, Coach. Congrats.
Thanks, Andrew.
We'll go to Steven next.
Hey, Coach. Congratulations on the strong regular season. Obviously, the job is not done yet with the playoffs just around the corner here on Monday. But just looking back on the regular season, I mean, this has been like a very short, truncated sprint of a season. But what have you learned about yourself personally as a coach, kind of going through this kind of unique circumstance?
Well, that question was asked to me earlier, I think, by Doug. I learned so many things, right? Just that you can really coach guys up. And if you believe in something, stick with it and help people believe it. And that, your belief is spread throughout the group that you're leading through one conversation at a time and one interaction at a time. That's one thing. I learned a lot about the game, but also I have a lot of empathy now for the head coaches I've worked for and for leaders, because it's certainly not an easy task. And oftentimes it's so easy for assistants to say how they would rather see things done on how, what they would do, until you're thrown into that chair and then you realize it's a whole different world. It's fun, but it's different. And I already had respect for head coaches, but then now my respect for them is off the roof. And then the other things I won't tell you, because they made fun of me. They said every now and then I need to learn how to smile while I'm coaching.
Thanks a lot, Coach.
Thank you, Stephen.
We'll go to Amy next.
Thanks. Congratulations, Coach.
Thanks, Amy.
Just really quickly, your own philosophy. At what point, if you haven't already, do you now switch into that second season playoff mode? When do you start getting there mentally?
Well, Amy, to be honest with you, I've been on that. That's why you see me stumping my feet and doing all this stuff while we're up 20, because I'm thinking about, are we building habits to win this 3-game season that's upon us? I kind of feel like it's my job to get ahead of the group here, to kind of foresee what's coming, and how do we prepare them psychologically for what's ahead, because nothing else matters now. They worked hard. They've earned the privilege to play this second part of the season. Now we got to get it done.
You're most likely, even though we don't know what time or who, going to play someone that you've seen already. Maybe what's your advantage to getting to see someone for a second time in as long as 3 weeks?
It's good. I think it's good, although you play them one time and then, we kind of just locked in on us and seeing how we do and how we're progressing. But having played somebody one time, you kind of know who your opponent is, and you can anticipate some things. And even for these guys, kind of just remembering this player used to do what is this player's preference and what was their style of play like. We'll still need to go back and really study our opponents, but it's good. I think it's good for our players. It gives them a certain comfort there, knowing who they're facing.
All right. Thanks. Congratulations. We've totally enjoyed watching you guys play these last 15 games.
Thank you so much, Amy. Thank you so much.
Go to Randy.
Hey, Coach. Congratulations on a great season. 2 quick ones. The first one is, does it feel good to see your players constantly answer the bell? Like, does that feel good as a coach? Because it felt like, especially down the last stretch of the season, time and time again, they've done what you've asked.
Absolutely, man. That's how I told them in the locker room. I'm so proud of them. Just proud of the fact that they competed and that every game they were willing to show their will to win. even in games that it would have been easy to just give in, or plays would have been easy to give in, but and that's a separator, right? That's a separator. Everybody here is vying to get to a better place, but then how do you separate yourself? And it's playing hard and showing, that you want it more than the guy next to you. And hopefully we're on that team.
And lastly, just how do you interpret being able to get Jalen Harris kind of back into the fold? And obviously not difficult when you got a player like that, right?
Yeah, it's good for us. He's part of our group. And we're excited to have him back.
Thanks, Coach. Congrats.
Thanks, Randy.
Go to Savannah next.
Hi, Coach. Congrats on the win.
Thanks, Savannah.
You guys just shut down the #1 defensive team in the league. You guys gave them a taste of your own medicine there, while also being the #1 offensive team. What does that say about the character of the 905 this season?
Oh, no, you tell me. I'm glad, Savannah, we came up with the win. I think our players are really hardworking people. They allowed us to coach them. They allowed us to coach them hard. And I'm just glad we're able to come up with the win.
And now, in light of Monday being the playoffs, but then also International Women's Day, you give tons of credit to your assistant coaches on the regular, but how much of an impact has Brittany Donaldson been this season?
Oh, man, she's the best. She's the best. She's so prepared, always willing to help, has great ideas. She's actually helped us win quite a few games just by she's in charge of the what we call special situations with us here, just end the game stuff. And she's been able to really just help us in that area. And she's been phenomenal. And I love the fact that our guys do respond to her leadership and her style. And she's really asserted herself in our group as somebody that's important and relevant.
Absolutely. She deserves all the flowers. Congrats, Coach.
100%, and more.
Two more. We'll go to Javon next.
Coach, congrats on another one.
Thank you.
So, I want to know how you feel. This is your first time in this seat, in this chair, and obviously you finished at the top of the league. What did you learn about yourself? And again, what do you feel going into this playoff?
I think I'm really, Javon, I'm just happy that we're able to, these guys worked so hard. Honestly, and I'm not just saying that. It wasn't easy, and it's not easy. They worked so hard, and just seeing the fruit of the labor being, on display like this, I'm happy to see that. But then my mind is already thinking about, okay, who we got next, how we playing tonight. I'm gonna have to immerse myself and watch some film. Our coaches will too, and then thinking about tomorrow, how do we break up the day to give them time to rest, but also kind of slowly preparing them and ushering them into this second part of the season. That's really what's on my mind.
And it's, what changes? You're going, this season is behind you now. Mm-hmm. And obviously you guys deserve all the flowers there. Congrats. But you're in a 1-game season. Does that change anything in your preparations? Does that change anything for where the team's concerned?
Well, just for me, and I've come here time and time again, even after wins. To me, this is when your habits really get exposed, right? Good and bad, and the margin of error is pretty thin. And you don't get to say, "Well, we'll get the next one. Mm-hmm. We'll get this one. You're going home." And I think that naturally kind of puts people on edge a little bit. I believe we're a good team. I believe we have what it takes to win this thing. But human nature is there, so we'll have to keep injecting confidence, but also really get them so prepared that they go out there completely relaxed and ready to do what they've been doing thus far.
All right. And last one, now that you're at this point, I know you got some advice before the season started, but now that you're at this point here, has from any of your friends and colleagues across the NBA giving you some advice that stuck? Yes,
quite a few. Masai told me to just make sure you lead with empathy. I think that's one stuck with me. And then also a former NBA coach told me, let your team reflect you. And hopefully we're able to accomplish that.
Appreciate you. Good luck the rest of the way.
Thank you so much, Javon.
Mike.
Bonjour coach, félicitations pour cette magnifique saison et cette équipe qui est vraiment un régal à voir jouer. Je voulais vous demander, sans aller dans les détails, quel bilan vous faites de cette saison régulière? Qu'est-ce qui vous a plu chez votre équipe et qu'est-ce que vous voudriez encore améliorer?
Notre désir de gagner, Mike. Je pense que nos jeunes ils ont montré qu'ils ont un réel désir de gagner et qu'ils sont prêts à faire tout ce qu'il faut pour pouvoir gagner. Et je pense que l'équipe s'est améliorée au fur et à mesure des matchs. On connaît nos habitudes, les bonnes et les mauvaises. Et en allant maintenant dans les playoffs ici, ce sera très important de rester très concentré sur ce qu'on a à faire et d'essayer de minimiser au maximum nos habitudes qui ne sont pas si terribles.
Vous avez la meilleure attaque de la ligue. On sait que pendant les playoffs, ce qui est important, c'est la défense, comme on dit en anglais, defense wins championship. Est-ce que c'est un souci ou une inquiétude pour vous, le côté défensif? Est-ce que c'est quelque chose sur lequel vous allez vraiment insister? Parce qu'on sait qu'en attaque, on a l'impression qu'on n'a pas vraiment de soucis à se faire avec cette équipe.
Je pense qu'on a toujours insisté sur la défense. Je pense qu'avec les joueurs qu'on a, on doit peut-être faire un peu plus de choix tactiques parce qu'il y en a pour qui ça ne vient pas naturellement. Et je pense que c'est le même discours qu'on va commencer. On aura juste à être peut-être un peu plus tactique, mais aussi que ce sont les playoffs. Enfin, chaque possession est importante et on ne peut pas avoir des possessions là où on oublie de faire certaines choses, où on ne les fait pas au maximum. Je pense que c'est là que la transformation doit vraiment s'effectuer.
Et une dernière question, désolé, elle a été beaucoup posée en anglais, mais c'est pour avoir la réponse en français. Vous avez beaucoup insisté sur l'apprentissage. Et qu'est-ce que vous avez appris, vous, de cette expérience jusqu'à présent?
C'est un travail qui n'est pas facile. J'ai beaucoup de compassion maintenant pour les leaders. Notamment, j'ai travaillé pour beaucoup de head coach. Je pense qu'en tant qu'assistant, c'est assez facile pour nous de se retrouver dans une position et de dire ouais, moi j'aurais fait ça, pourquoi est-ce qu'on ne fait pas ceci? Mais une fois qu'on se retrouve dans cette position, on se rend compte qu'il y a 10 000 et une choses et que ce n'est pas aussi facile que ça. Et puis aussi le fait que lorsqu'on croit en quelque chose, il faut y aller. Ce n'est pas tout le monde qui comprendra directement, mais c'est une conversation à la fois. C'est un dîner à la fois, que les esprits changent, que les mentalités comprennent ce que tu essayes d'apporter et que ça prend du temps. Ça prend du temps.